Welcome back, Pahrump, for the final session of Nye County. I'm here by myself, and I just want to basically touch on a few issues that is on my mind and been bothering me over the last few years. And one of those issues is race relations in this nation. In my opinion, in the last 7, 8 years, they have steadily decreased. There seems to be more racism than not, and it's a shame. And we need to do something. We need to come together to stop the BS. I know, and I've read, and I've seen the violence because of the police officers' shootings in the small areas where they've happened. Well, not small areas, but in areas where they've happened. Unfortunately, the press has totally blown those out of proportion. There's over millions of events that happen with police officers every year. And the press took these 3 incidents and made them front page news and then continued on beating it and beating it and beating it and beating it and adding fuel to the fire. And that's a shame. Maybe the press in future stories need to leave the words black and white out of every article. Police officer shoots unarmed man. Man kills woman. Man rapes woman. Man steals. Don't put race involved in it. It is a bad scene. And yes, there are about 1%, maybe 2% of officers out there who have a bad feeling towards African Americans, towards Puerto Ricans, towards Mexicans, towards anybody that's not Caucasian, and that's a true shame. Because as a former law enforcement officer of 8 years, I treated everybody the same. If you were nice to me, I was nice to you. If you were a jerk, then I did what I had to do as a law enforcement officer to protect myself and my partner. And ultimately, I went home every night with a smile on my face. But I never used slang. I never used racism. I didn't say, look over there, there's a black guy. Let's go harass him. We need to do something in this country to pull everybody together before it really gets out of hand, before we have somewhat of a civil war that is somewhat brewing. And it's a shame, and it's all over the color of people's skin. We should be interacting with each other, not through hatred, not through violence, but through interaction, positive interaction, sitting down talking, going to lunch, going to dinner. Hey, even dating. I did it when I was in college. It's okay. They're not different. Nobody's different. The skin color is different, but that's it. The thoughts, education, the know-how, the privileges that are out there, they're given to everybody, and we need to stop it. We need to pull everybody together and stop the BS. It's serious, people. You look at what's going on in this country, and it's a shame. And it really seems to start about 7 years ago when President Obama was elected. Everybody said, oh my God, we have a black president. No, we don't have a black president. He's not African American. You got to remember he's half white, his mom, and he's half black, his father. But he, in my opinion, has done an awesome job. He is a people's president. He has listened to the people. He has done what the people have wanted him to do. At least the majority of the people. Now you get some of those who are very boisterous, who are in the minority, who speak loud. And they have the newspapers and they have the press at their beck and feet, which is a shame because President Obama has done some really good things. Healthcare for all. Geez, that's a bad thing? No, it's a great thing. Everybody needs healthcare. I'm a father. I want my son to be able to go to a hospital or doctor anytime I want. And I was unemployed for a while. It sucked, excuse the language, but it was not good. I didn't have insurance. My wife, who was in school, going through school, we didn't have insurance, didn't have the money to go. But because my son was underage, we could get assistance through the state to make sure he was taken care of. That's not the point. The point is that now insurance is affordable out there for everybody because of what President Obama has done. So let's get over the race issue, folks. Let's delve into the real issues at hand and make this country strong. Let's rebuild our schools. Let's make our prisons stronger. Let's work on the social aspect, mental health issue that needs to be addressed. We're not addressing a social issue that is killing this nation and causing a lot of problems, and that is mental health. We look at everything else, we spend money on everything else, but we don't spend money on making others feel better or at least be productive citizens. And we tend to ignore them, we push them off to the side. And what happens? They go and grab a gun and go kill 20-something kids in an elementary school. We need mental health programs so that this won't happen again. We need to address these issues. We need to address the issues on race. We need to address the issues on social behavior and on mental health. In addition, we need to make sure that every kid in America is able to take a book home from school and study. My son right here in Nye County cannot bring some of his books home because there are not enough books to go around. And that to me is a travesty. My son is a very smart individual, and he knows when he comes home he can get online and look at books and read some math books online and English books and science books, but he can't bring home his actual books unless we as parents go out and buy them individually. I remember as a kid, gosh, we used to bring home 6, 7 books a day. Hated it, didn't want to do it, but if I didn't, Mom and Dad would be sitting right there going, where's your math homework? Where's your math book? Where's your science book? Where's this? Where's that? And I knew I had to bring it home. And the schools had the money. We did what we had to do. We're not taking care of our youth. We're not taking care of our race relations. We're not really doing what we need to do. We're bickering, we're fighting, we're yelling, we're screaming. I know that's the same as bickering and fighting. But we're not working together. Some organizations, some politicians, some city managers are out there trying to bring everybody together. But it's just not happening. We need the populace to come together. We need everybody to work together for a better United States of America, better state of Nevada, better town of Pahrump. Everybody needs to come together. And it's really simple. Start an organization, start a group, meet at the high school, meet at the elementary school. Talk to your kids. Teach them, don't ever use slang when it comes to race. And it's okay to have a Caucasian friend, a black friend, a Hispanic friend, Puerto Rican, Asian. It's okay because they're human. And you can learn from them, from their cultures, as I did when I was a student at BGSU. And since then, being a police officer, being a city manager, and now in my current position, I have learned to deal with individuals, to look at individuals, look at their for face value, not because of the color of their skin, but what are they doing? How are they affecting the society? Are they in school? Are they out causing problems? I just look at those issues. I don't look at black, white, brown, green, purple, yellow, polka dotted. We need to stop that. We really need to stop that. And those several issues that I've just explained in the past 8, 9 minutes, education, mental health, race relations, we take care of those 3 things, this country is going to come back to being the greatest country in the world. It is right now, mind you. Go USA, love this country, but it needs to get better. We need to work as a group, coming together for the betterment of our society and, more importantly, the betterment of our kids. Betterment of our kids. I mean, you see it, you feel it. As a parent, I felt it when they unfortunately had to close the school down because of a supposed shooting close to the school. It happened again in Las Vegas today. And I was in a class, and one of my classmates' son went to that elementary school. I saw the fear in his eyes, same that I had a few days ago. Didn't like it. We got to address these issues, and I know the Sheriff's Department responded brilliantly. I've heard nothing but positive things. Nice job, Sheriff. Nice job, Sheriff's Department. Excellent job. And I heard the school officials did a phenomenal job. Way to go, Nye County. Way to be prepared. Way to step up. And I understand from my son, who was in the middle school, that the kids all participated very well and listened to their listen to their teacher. Nice job, students. It just goes to show you that the teachers are really trying to do what it is they got to do and teach our kids. But more importantly, it's just not their job. It's our job as parents. It's our job to sit with them every night for an hour and talk to them about their homework, talk to them about race relations, talk to them about drugs, alcohol that is hurting this society. It's okay. They'll listen. They're young, they're sponges, and they love to get it from parents. Believe me, I know. My son sits down every night and wants to hear what we have to say. My wife and I, and sometimes we say too much, but when my son asks a question, I answer it. And that is positive. It's great. Get involved with your kids. Take them to Little League, take them to football, take them to soccer, take them to the play, get them in dance, get them in the arts, get them to learn playing an instrument. And if you don't have the money, contact somebody. There's a lot of groups out there that do have money that will help out for kids, especially when it comes to advancing them in the arts and or education. Well, my time here is really short. I want to thank you all for inviting me into your homes tonight for the segments that we've been doing. I know Dr. Waters, Dan Schimhoffen, and Tom Gibson will be continuing this program, and so will I. I will have guests on. And again, County Commission, if you want to come on out, please give me a call. I will invite you out, and I will let you speak. Thank you, Prump, and have a great night.